few remarks that I'd like to make, and a few people to recognize at tonight's meeting. I am humbled for the opportunity to serve again as Mayor of Chester Borough. I have to say, I don't think there is a better elected position than being mayor of a small town. I think it is so much fun, and it's challenging, it's rewarding, and I enjoy it, and I'm proud to serve. I look very forward to serving with the members of the council. We have a great group. Welcome, Chris. Congratulations, Kyle. Good to have you back. We're hardworking, dedicated volunteers, and I so appreciate them and look forward to working with them. We don't always agree on everything, but we always do what we feel is in the best interest of the taxpayers of Chester Borough, and it is a privilege to serve with each of you. I'd like to recognize a couple of visiting officials who have come this evening. Former freeholder Christine Myers is in the back, so thank you for coming. Incoming freeholder John Crickus is also in the back. Thank you for coming, John. And Bruce Sisler is here for Assemblyman Bucco. Assemblyman Bucco called me this afternoon. He is the municipal attorney in Roxbury. It is their reorganization meeting this evening, so he could not be here this evening. 4 years went by really quickly, and I started kind of recollecting on the 4 years, and so I kind of started out at the beginning. And so in the beginning, in week 1, we find out we have this kind of tax debacle that we need to worry about that's going to cause everyone's taxes to go up. A week after that, the DPW tells me that Fairmount Road at Seminary is basically falling apart, and we're going to have to close the road because we're kind of down to dirt. And not too long after that, our CFO resigned, and we had to get a new accounting system and find a CFO. And shortly after that, we had our tax collector who had gotten into some trouble at another municipality and had to leave us. So we were without a tax collector. And then the state decided that COA was going to now be administered by the courts, and that brought us up to about April the 1st. And I thought, oh my goodness, what have I gotten myself into? And it was a little bit of a baptism by fire, but what it really did was it helped to make relationships and to form relationships with people who were very important. The council members, the mayor of Chester Township at the time, because Chester Township really came and they reconstructed our road for us so that we could get that road open. And all those relationships are what you really need to have in order to be successful and in order to have and provide the type of governance that the people, the taxpayers, your taxpayers feel that you should have. And the other people that those things affect are our employees. And I want to just say a word about our employees. Our employees, there were changes. There have been many changes that have been made in the 4 years since I became mayor. Some of the changes the employees like, some of the changes the employees don't like. But nonetheless, they do their jobs and they do it well. We're represented, our employees are really represented tonight by Deneen, who is our clerk and our assistant administrator. And if you've ever had to come into Borough Hall for anything, Deneen is there to help you do whatever she can for our taxpayers. And our administrator, Marvin Joss, who's here. And I came in today and we had a business not happy with us with a little sewer issue that we had going down on Maple. And Marvin spent a lot of time with her, and that's the type of people that we have working for us, who have empathy for our taxpayers, don't give away the store, but do everything they can to make the taxpayers happy. Some of the changes we made really resulted in some some significant savings for the town, and we needed to save some money. I came into office in 2015. The 2014 audit showed that our fund balance, or our surplus, our savings account, had $692,000 in it, which was low for really what we needed. And we had some reasons that it was low, but there were some things we could do about it. In 2015, we ran a very slim budget because that was the tax problem year. We didn't want to add to the taxes of the people if we didn't have to. Unfortunately, the high school decided to use banked cap, and they really hurt our taxes that year and hurt the taxpayers. By last year, the audit of 2017, we were up to $1,144,000 in fund balance. Now, a large portion of that, I have to be fully honest, was because we had, as many of you know, a business in town that had filed bankruptcy and owed us several $100,000, and that they finally paid that. But the other big part of it was the savings that we have incurred by having a shared service with Chester Township for our police. And we have two people from Chester Township tonight that I'm very thankful for. Our Chief of Police, Tom Williver, and the Chester Township Mayor, Marcia Asdall. Now, Marcia was not the mayor when we did it, but Marcia has been very supportive of this. And I do want to talk a little bit about why I asked Tom to be here, because I extended the invitation because I really think when we decided that we were going to have a shared service, and the people up here that were involved at that time, it was a leap of faith. And we weren't quite sure, right guys, whether or not people were going to like it or how it was going to work. But the one thing we felt really good about was our chief, because we knew if anybody could make this work, Tom Williver could make it work. And he has. And I have not received any complaints. I mean, well, we received one recently, Tom, right? Somebody didn't think that we had enough presence of police in the borough, and I think we probably have more presence of police in the borough. And I don't know what the township makes off of it. I don't really care, but I do know it saves us, the borough taxpayers, about $200,000 a year. And we have the Chester Police. It's not the township police, it's not the borough police, and they are great first responders for us, great representatives of our community. And Tom, thank you and your crew.